Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. We are having a bit of a rough day today at the dairy farm, I guess. There's been a lot of rain in the forecast, and a lot of Saskatchewan has had a lot of rain over the last couple of days. There's been hail going around too. That sucks if you need moisture and then you all of a sudden end up with hail instead. That's also not ideal, but a lot of places just got some nice clean rain, and we are still drier than a popcorn fart, so that's nice. Still just almost zero rain. It's getting pretty dire out there in the fields. Another thing that happened today, our fanciest bin in the feed mill setup, fanciest, most expensive, it is a steep cone. I believe it's 5,700 bushel bin, so it's a beast. It's tall. The hopper, the cone at the bottom here, collapsed. A little bit sketchy. That's unreal, hey? So I don't know if you guys can see it so good, but that whole section warped inward. I think there's a little bit on this side too even. See if we can spot it here. Oh, I think just at the bottom. Just right here. So what happened, we've been getting some feed that was really fine. It's supposed to be palleted, but for whatever reason, it really hasn't been getting properly palleted, and we put it in the bin anyway, which is, I guess in hindsight, that was a mistake because it just bridges so much and it kind of chunks down in the bin. And what could potentially happen is if the top is completely sealed and the bottom is falling out down into that auger and into the feed wagon, you can form an air pocket that has a lot of vacuum pressure on it, and it'll suck the cone walls in. So that's unfortunate. It should be palleted, all of it, but truck shows up on your yard. What are you gonna do? Send it back? Not if this has never happened to you before, but after, probably, yeah, send it back. So can't do that again. They're so aggressive. Like the pressure on here to make this steel just bend like that is unreal. Anyway, so that's it's still safe. Like all the legs are straight. The bin walls up there are all straight. It's all still, the integrity of the bin is still there. That's not really an integral part, luckily. So bin's still fine, still usable, but it is definitely unfortunate to see that happen. That thing was pretty expensive. Another thing that got done today was not me. So shout out to Vlad for doing this, but all the rebar has been welded on these cut up sections of drill stem. Dane cut them up and then Vlad welded the rebar on it. So these are going to be poured into concrete. The reason why we want the rebar welded on is just so that this post is held into the concrete a little bit better than if it wasn't there. So these all got welded up today, stacked very neatly back on the pallet, and we can haul them to where the corrals are going to be built. Starting to stockpile some material out there. I just unloaded a load of wood a couple days ago and some rebar, so those things are getting pretty close, and I believe next week they're gonna do the dirt work and just be here until those corrals, the concrete in the front, the bunks, the pad behind the feed bunk is done. So that should be moving along here pretty quickly. We got to bring those out there this afternoon yet. I was gonna wait until they were done scraping this afternoon's milking, but I realized we have one here because we are getting a few things built. The corral's a cheese building, so the construction guys have a skid steer around here that I could just steal. It's Sunday afternoon today, so nobody's here. We just take it. I know the code to this thing, so just take it for a rip. Nice. Beauty. Really cool thing about this skid steer, the air conditioning actually works. Ours does not. For the one in the barn. And the other cool thing about this skid steer, it's still got the second gear, the high gear. Our skid steer had that removed after someone backed into a concrete wall or something, I don't know. Got them dropped off here by the corrals where we want them. I think this has just been dropped off to frame up the concrete. And of course some rebar. So we got a lot more drill stem over there beside the corrals and a bunch more materials just for building, but should be pretty steady underway next week or maybe the week after, we'll see. Next thing I'm gonna do this afternoon is replace a belt on one of our exhaust fans at the back of the freestall barn. That's an unlucky bird right there. Yeah, every single one of these fans has two belts. Got lucky there that the one belt didn't bugger up the blades there and destroy or blow up the fan, so got two new ones we're gonna throw on. It's pretty easy. You don't need any tools, you just need your two hands. Obviously the small belt is the old one that's used. It's worn down quite a bit. And there's like no more of this traction in there, which is crazy. Okay, we just let our fan speed way up. We're gonna slow that down somehow. Okay, we cannot let that speed up again. Okay. We're gonna let that fan reach full speed, watch it for a minute, and then it should be good to go. That squeak is gone, which is nice. taking a look at the rye. Like I said, we're keeping a really close eye on this stuff. We're gonna start chopping it the day after tomorrow, so it's not long anymore, and it looks like it's going to hold on till then. There is still some moisture in the stem, a bit in the leaves. If we look though, this leaf, the tip is just drying right up, so that's how it is on most plants. So these things are just going to start losing moisture now, and we got to take it so that it'll still ferment properly under the plastic, and you need moisture for that. So that's kind of why we are jumping the gun a little bit this year on this. We'd like to wait a little bit longer, get some fill in the head, but it's not going to fill anyway if it has no moisture. Plants do need moisture in the ground in order to put grain in the head of the plant. So anyway, it'll be good day after tomorrow to start this. The other fields that we have, they are looking better than this one. This one is because last year was alfalfa and we seeded straight into that stubble. Don't know if we'll do that again. But yeah, we'll get this chopped up and then we will wait a week or two and then we'll do that first cut of alfalfa. We always wait pretty long to do that first cut up here, just to try to get as much volume as possible in these drought years. So we will be busy with that then a couple weeks from now. As soon as this is chopped though, I am going to be hauling liquid manure onto this field. So hopefully that goes quick and then we can start with that. This field is nice and close to the farm, so we should be able to empty that pit down really quick. It's actually crazy how quick it's filling. It fills incredibly quick, which is good. It's fertilizer. We'll put a nice skim layer on this sand patch here and it'll do really good for it. That was bedding in the milking pack. The next couple clips here are going to be me going over to my sister's place, Neline's place, the goat farm. We put some fence posts in the ground there with the case loader. Went pretty good, so I'll roll those clips now.
I think I have to grab a level.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Do you have one?
Yeah, I have one.
Okay.
It's in the barn. This one is not totally straight, but that went in fairly easily.
Yeah, it kind of like broke through and then went down.
Yeah, so this one is definitely not 100% straight.
Just showed up at Neline's here, and this is what we're doing, pushing posts in. This is just a standard post, and we tried one, went in pretty easy. So she's just gonna grab a level because eyeballing this is gonna be pretty tough. This one's already a bit crooked. It's solid, just a little bit crooked, so yeah. Most of the posts are just going in like butter, but since there's a path here, like for some vehicles, it's a little more compaction there, and I can definitely feel it in that loader. Fought with this one pretty hard. That's very disgustingly not straight, but at least there's a post there.
Yeah, I think at this point that's kind of, you know, that's the most important part.
The rest of them are pretty doggone straight.
Yeah, we didn't maybe do them in the straightest line, but
no, but the posts are level.
The posts are really nice. Yeah, yeah.
Right. I can see a nice perimeter to the fence now. Pretty A little bit not perfect, but straight up and down is what matters. So I think they're close enough. That was kind of all on me, so I'm happy with how that turned out, and they're solid too. But these are not moving at all. Insanely solid, so no, that worked pretty good. I think that's gonna work excellent for us for the corrals as well. Pushing that drill stem in the ground should be good. Oh, that's gonna be it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons down below. It really helps the YouTube channel out, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.